Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 24th March 2026. The supply shockwaves from the US and Israel's war in Iran are spreading across the global economy, raising concerns about an inflation hit to companies and consumers that will require policymakers to raise borrowing costs. Now, the effects are reaching industries that might have seemed insulated from the fallout or too far away to feel it. And that's unlikely to be reversed soon, even as Trump signaled Monday that a potential ceasefire was possible. Gold and silver prices saw significant drops on India's MCX. This decline was driven by escalating Middle East tensions and inflation fears linked to higher crude oil prices. These factors fueled expectations of increased global interest rates. International gold prices also fell sharply, reaching a 4-month low. Experts advise caution for traders amid this volatility. The Indian rupee has reached a historic low against the US dollar. This decline is driven by escalating Middle East tensions and fears of prolonged energy supply disruptions. Oil prices have surged significantly, impacting India's economy. Analysts predict the rupee may weaken further, with revised forecasts indicating a slower recovery. The situation poses challenges for Asia's third largest economy. India's strategic oil reserves are currently at 64% capacity. This stock can cover approximately 5 days of the nation's oil needs. The country faces energy vulnerability due to disruptions near the Strait of Hormuz. India imports a significant portion of its crude oil and natural gas from Gulf countries. New reserve facilities are planned but not yet built. Somerset Indes Capital Partners, the Mumbai-headquartered private equity fund focused on healthcare investments, has raised $288 million for its third fund, exceeding the initial target of $250 million. The private equity firm said Fund 3 will focus on addressing healthcare access gaps across India's missing middle, particularly in Tier 2 and Tier 3 markets. The fund will invest in scalable healthcare businesses delivering affordable, accessible quality care across healthcare delivery, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, diagnostics, and allied sectors. Platforms such as urban companies InstaHelp, Snabit, and Pronto are locked in what increasingly looks like a price-led scramble to shape a new habit: on-demand domestic help. All of them are racing to offer cheaper home services, yet profitability remains elusive amid heavy discounting. Their weak unit economics are raising questions on long-term sustainability. For now, ultra-low pricing is doing its job of creating trials and nudging behavior. Whether it can sustain a business is a different question. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.